Your thumbnail is the first thing that people see. So if it's not great, they won't click. Your thumbnails could be holding your channel back. Today I'm showing you exactly how I edit my thumbnails to stand out. Thumbnails are like your video's cover. It's how you get people to click. So even a good video doesn't perform well with a bad thumbnail. So today I'll walk you through the process of editing your thumbnail, the tools you can use, and tips for making them pop, even if you're a beginner. So the first thing that you have to think about is to plan your thumbnail beforehand. So you always have to think about how you want your thumbnails to look like. Sometimes even before filming your video or editing your video. You already have to have an idea on how you want your thumbnails to be. And that because you always have to take photos or screenshots or just clips of you posing for the thumbnail. What works really well is bright expressions and also hand gestures. I would recommend you do different poses so that you also mix your thumbnails so that your thumbnails don't look the same every single time. Like for example, if you always pose like this, then your thumbnails are gonna look all the same. Even though you're gonna add different text, like your pose is always the same. So I would recommend you always change your pose. So like take different pictures every single time. For this tutorial, I'm going to show you how I use Canva to edit my thumbnails. So the first thing that you're going to do is to choose the clip that you like the most, and you're gonna click here and then export still frames. Once you do that, the most important thing is don't forget to write something in there. Like you can write the title of the video or basically what you want to write in the thumbnail. And of course, change the resolution as you want it. I usually take about 3 or 4 pictures every time so that I'm sure I have good pics. So then I'm going to basically import the picture into Canva. I think I'm gonna use this one. And then I use it as a background picture. Oh yeah, before I forget, once you open the Canva page, basically you're gonna click on YouTube thumbnail. That way the picture is basically already cropped as a YouTube thumbnail. I've already opened it, that's why it was there basically. So here we have our picture. So I don't write the same things that I write in my title, but something similar, like of course related to the video. So I think I want to write no growth yet with a question mark, and also the truth about my first week. So I have to decide which one I should like put at the top and which one at the bottom. And I also want to add some pictures about the views, you know, so it's related to the video. Like you can already see some of the views, like this one for example. I think that's good. Maybe I want to, or in the background, like sometimes I use it as a background, like it depends. I'm gonna see replace background. Okay, and then I have to put my picture here, which, how do you do that? I basically send my picture, so this picture, this one, I sent it to my phone, and then on my phone I basically tap on the picture, it only crops myself. And then I resend the picture to my airdrop, to my computer, and then I add it in here. But I'm gonna show you now. Here you can see the picture and then you click here. And as you can see, it only crops yourself basically. And then you share this again to your computer if you're editing on your computer. If not, then you just continue on your phone. Okay, so here we have our pic. I imported it here. I'm not sure if I like it, that as a background. So I think I'm gonna try. Like you can immediately see the views and like everything. So I don't know if I should like make it as a little picture. So I have to decide. So I'm gonna try both. I'm gonna write the text. So basically I click here and add a text box and then I write what I want to write. So yeah, I'm gonna write the truth about my first week, and I usually use the same font every single time because I really like it. So I mark it and then go here on font. There are tons of fonts you can use, but I usually use this one, League Spartan. I don't know if that's pronounced right. And here I don't think that white works. Normally I use white, so I think one should be at the bottom and the other at the top. I think here we should write the truth about my first week, like this. And here you can change the color. Yeah, underline, I don't do any of these, but transparency, I normally use transparency for the picture in the background. So I click on the picture in the background and here click here on transparency, and here you can choose how transparent you want the picture to be. Like this, it works. And about the text, you can also add some effects, like there is a shadow like this, I don't know if you can see it, or lift, which doesn't change a lot, hollow, splice, outline, echo, glitch, neon, and background. And you can also, I usually use none or shadow, I use it a lot, and lift, and also outline. Like these are my favorites. And you can also like curve the text. As you can see, you click on shape and curve. I think it works better here, and there here you can change how curved you want it to be. I also use this one a lot. I really like it. It's super fun, but this time I don't think I'm gonna use it. Then I also wanted to write no growth yet. By the way, if you haven't seen this video, you're gonna find it on my channel. You just have to click here somewhere. Like, I don't like it that you can see everything. So maybe I'm gonna change the background and I'm gonna do it completely different. But this is why you should always experiment with your thumbnails, because sometimes you can see like that's too much, or I just don't like it, or the placement of the things. Like, I put the picture here, the original picture, use this as a background, right? Then I put my picture here, just at the top, that picture here. Like, I think that works best because like you have to focus to read it. This also might be good. Now, shall we change the position, like position this here and make it white this time, because now it works. So I think I'm gonna use the shadow. I really like the shadow, I don't know why. Maybe also in white, or another color that works best here. I also used red and white because that's like the YouTube colors, but here like my sweater is orange, so it doesn't really work. So I think I'm gonna use like this. No, I think outline works good here. Make sure it's in the middle, or just as you please, because sometimes it is the middle of the picture, but as you can see, like I'm not centered in the middle, and so as your picture is. Okay, I like this more. I think we could add something in here and also a little bit of color. By the way, you can also change your picture here. So for example, like the background, you go here on edit. Here you can add filters automatically and also effects, but I don't do that. But sometimes I adjust the whole picture, so maybe like the saturation. Here's just the temperature of the background. Here's like the saturation, or like the brightness, as you please. You can do a lot of things here. You can also change and edit the background picture. Yeah, I think we should add maybe like the YouTube logo or something similar here. So you go on elements. Yeah, here's the recently used because I already used them, but you write YouTube logo or anything that you like. You can find a lot. But of course, make sure you don't use the pro version stickers. So I used this one last time in the last video, so I think I'm gonna take this one maybe. Yeah, it looks similar, I mean. And maybe we can add like an arrow here that shows the views maybe. And so I think I'm gonna write arrow, and here there are a lot of arrows. I'm going with graphics, maybe this one. And you can also change the color of the arrow. So here you're gonna click and click on like red or black. I think red works really good here. Like, it's also the YouTube colors. And you can also change the degree. Maybe we can put it here so that it covers the views too. It's good like this. Like, I don't want to add more things because then it's too much stuff So yeah, and then you're gonna click on share and download. And yeah, PNG is the suggested, so I think I'm gonna leave it as it is and download. And then the pic here opens, and make sure to give a title to your file. Basically here you can change it, and I think that, yeah, like the truth about my first week works. Or you can also like write keywords, as I said. And then you go on file and export and save it in the desktop basically. But I think I'm gonna go with PNG. You save it. And that was it. Like, here you have your thumbnail. So now you can upload it to your YouTube video. So that was it. The tip that I want to give you is to not overload your thumbnails. The tip that I want to give you is to not overload your thumbnails with too much text or too much elements. Like, focus on one key idea. Because if there's too much going on, the people are not going to like the thumbnail and are not going to click on the video, because there's too much going on. Like, it has to be simple but effective. Like, test different styles and text that grab the attention. And you can also study which thumbnails look like in your niche. Like, for example, if you love to post vlogs, then like search weekly vlogs and look how the thumbnails look like, and see if you can replicate them in a similar way, or a way that looks good on your channel and that you are also able to make. If you want more tips on growing your YouTube channel, then hit subscribe. And we're gonna see us in the next video. Bye! Mwah.